Many of you do not understand clearly what UNTB token. Many may not even pronounce this word UNTB, but I advise you to call it technical unit token blockchain. So then it's easier to pronounce it. Technical token of our blockchain. And USDU. It's difficult to pronounce this abbreviation, but you may call it dollar unit. US stands for US dollar, and unit is 1 unit. So why do we need our own stable coin in case we have USDT, USDE? So the digital dollar is circulated a lot on the market, and many cryptocurrencies are very satisfied to change it into fiat. Why do we need our own USDU, a unit like US dollar? Simply for the purpose of avoiding paying a commission to other blockchain. In case in our commission there is no, in our blockchain there is no commission, why should we use other teasers? We will use our own US dollars. And in the near future, there is massive work, intensive work to register a company in Switzerland to gain a lot of licenses required for the payment system. As soon as the first steps are taken, after step 2, the first one is opening accounts in common banks, and in some countries getting licenses for our operations. And the second step to take is to enter into an agreement with any Swiss bank. They will be called custodian banks. Switzerland is a crypto-friendly country, cryptocurrency-friendly country with many years experience. So live common US dollars are kept on the balance sheet of this custodian bank, and backed by these US dollars, we issue USDU, meaning that each USDU will be backed either by digital US dollars, teasers, or live fiat US dollars. And through the exchange or through the cryptocurrency, which we have as our plan as well, our blockchain wallet will have a number of other issuance. So it will depend on the consent of the bank we are negotiating. And inside this wallet, you can transfer USDU into fiat. These are our plans for the next few months. Not few weeks, but few months, because then you will torture us.
And lots of attention should be given. And I would like to draw your attention to the fact that we have also UNTB, which is a technical or utility token. I guess not all of us are clearly understand the value behind the utility tokens. So just imagine that you have a phone and all of a sudden you ran out of memory, storage memory. I'm sure all of you ran into this situation. Some of you decided to change your phone. Some of you started cleaning the memory, like deleting pictures, videos, etc. But the smartphone tells you anyway, insufficient memory or insufficient storage. And all of a sudden, your WhatsApp Messenger stores so many pictures and videos that this small application, WhatsApp, occupied the entire storage space. And you cannot remove or delete uninstalled the messenger because you have lots of valuable information there. The correspondence alone is very valuable. So what you should do, you either buy an SD card, you know, those small memory cards, you put it into a specific slot in your phone, or you change the telephone model. and you extend the memory storage space, like in computers, half a terabyte or a terabyte. Sometimes telephones have such extensive memory. And this function of providing lots of storage space is performed by our UNTB utility token. When you open your crypto wallet, you will have 10 UNTBs credited to your balance. 10 UNTBs, utility tokens. They are there already. If you go to the Blockchain Explorer, you will see that you have 8 tokens. Those of you who regularly visit my webinars sometimes say, you promised 10, yet you gave us 8. How come? I clarified this issue with our programmers. Yes, guys, 8. It turns out that those 10 UNTBs were issued based on a leasing method. They were like leased to you. It's proof of stake. And 2 tokens have been sent away to ensure the memory. So 10 were given as a reserve, of which 2 tokens went to pay for that memory storage space. So when you open well, let's say that 1 token is 1 kilobyte. So somewhere memorize it in your head that my wallet today has 10 tokens, which means I have on average the storage space from 10 to 16 kilobytes. So 16 kilobyte in tokens equals 0.625 UNTB per kilobyte. In order not to overburden myself with complex math, just remember 1 utility token equals 1 kilobyte. So what 16 kilobyte means for those of you who are not computer savvy and don't know anything about computers and memory. If you go to your computer, of your children, grandchildren, husband, wife, whatever, just on the page, go to the files they have, and you'll see that in the properties of each file, you can see the size of the file. And for example, if we take a Word file for 2-3 pages, will occupy 16 kilobyte. So those entries that are in that file on that page, sorry, not 2-3 pages, 2/3 of the page. So this is the entries of your crypto wallet. Sometimes you send your tokens to someone else, or receive your dividends, USDU, or receive a loyalty program bonus. All of it are entries into the blockchain, as if messages in WhatsApp. So imagine that each entry in your cryptocurrency each entry is like a WhatsApp message. And as soon as your 16 kilobyte are occupied or used up, you need to buy more UNTBs. Maybe you will use it in half a year, maybe in a year. What if you're a trader? Then you will have lots of transactions going through your wallet. You will need more UNTBs. And the secret of our blockchain, and not only our blockchain, but EOS blockchain, which served as the foundation for our blockchain, the source code. While you're using your wallet and you need that capacity or storage space for you to be able to send something across the network, you will have to keep those UNTBs in your wallet. You won't be able to sell them when you need to use your wallet. When you stop being active, like sending tokens, receiving tokens, then you can sell UNTBs back into the market and keep a small part, like 10 UNTBs. But while you're actively using blockchain, you need to have lots of UNTBs to be able to have that reserve. So look, how those UNTBs are going to be produced. The company kept even less than 10% of the entire issue. So overall, it's 23 million. Right now, the first, it's 723 million. And we have more than 700,000 live accounts. So if you give 10 UNTBs to each, it's already 7 million. The more new users we have, the more UNTBs will be debited from the first issue account of 723 million. So when further emissions or issues occur, then every second we're gonna have 40. So every half a second we're gonna have 40 UNTBs, which means that we're gonna have almost 80 UNTBs every second. And I made a table, by the way, and it's quite big, but I'm gonna make it shorter for you to see what I got. So in month 1, when we're gonna have the issue of 40 UNTBs per half a second, in the first day when the issue occurs, we are going to have 6,912,000 tokens, UNTB tokens. In the day 1, almost 7 million tokens will be produced by our blockchain in day 1, on day 1. How they're going to be split? 95% of all the issued tokens will go to those people who will stake their crypto units on our blockchain. So imagine a situation, just for a minute, okay, that you wake up, you're the first one to wake up on the planet Earth, you see the news that the issue of UNTB started, and you can download your wallet, click on stake, and send your crypto units to work for them to earn UNTBs for you. And everyone else is sleeping. Imagine that the entire planet is sleeping, and you got your hands on 6.5 million of UNTB tokens. Even if they cost 1 cent each, it's what? It's $65,000 per person. The first person who wakes up and stays up for 24 hours and the rest of the planet is sleeping. Some people say, I'm now going to lose my sleep. I will be keeping watch. Well, of course, you cannot be the only person awake on the planet during day 1. It's impossible physically. So all those people who will join staking on our blockchain will share those issued tokens across themselves, among themselves. Of course, the more tokens you put on staking, the more UNTBs you get. It's like voting shares in a shareholders meeting. So you bought like a package of crypto unit shares. You are a legit shareholder of the company, then you get all the privileges. Some guys are writing in the chat, those who will be the first will take it all. Guys, you must understand that, especially if you're an elderly person, like a senior citizen, and you don't know how to operate a computer, but guys, being in this program already tells a lot about you, because there are people of average age and young people who go to their work every day. They're living like in with their eyes not closed, but with a tunnel vision. You know, they look only forward without looking around. They never participate in such projects. They never participate in cryptocurrency related projects. Yet you, even if you are a senior citizen and you don't know anything about computers, but you have even a small share in our crypto unit program, you already have a wonderful opportunity to receive UNTB tokens. And the issue of 7 million tokens during day 1, it's just a 1 day worth of tokens. But in 1 month, the blockchain is gonna produce 207 million, of which 95% will go to those people who do staking on our blockchain and put their crypto units on staking. 196 million tokens. Even in dollars, if we take it at 1 cent, it's $1,969,000. It's almost $2 million per month that are going to be spread across all CRU holders who will put their crypto units on staking. We are 700,000 people, and $2 million, if all of those 700 people will put their CRUs on staking, those $2 million will be spread across all 700,000, but not all of the 700,000 will do it. Someone will sleep late. Someone will miss out. Why do we need UNTB at all? It's the access to the memory of our blockchain, at least for you to open, for us to be able to open our wallets, but also those UNTBs will be used by business owners to make some entries to the blockchain. To conclude smart contracts, you need to spend UNTBs. And I'm not sure whether you are keeping track of the news, but in Russia, a year ago, I think, the state website of public procurement, there were several auctions held for the purchase of Ethereum coins from Sberbank, from VTB Bank, from major Russian banks. A notice was published on the public procurement website that they need a huge package of Ethereum coins. And common users who are not familiar with cryptocurrency, they were surprised. Banks are buying cryptocurrency, so they don't have anything else to buy, to invest their money in. Why don't they buy gold? But for 2 years ago, the program started where real estate information was started being recorded on blockchain. So major Russian banks now place their, post their information about the mortgages and loans and collaterals issued on blockchain. That information is now kept on Ethereum blockchain. VTB and Sberbank 2-3 years ago, they weren't able to create their own blockchain 2-3 years ago. We didn't have such specialists, and they had to place their collateral information, related information on blockchain, and they had to buy lots of Ethereum to pay for their smart contracts. And I'm sure on our blockchain, when UGain is launched, and we're gonna have 1 million business owners who will want to either store information about their company on our blockchain, or if they want to accrue gift or bonus tokens that will be operational across the entire world. You can have a cup of coffee somewhere in Italy and you still gain bonus tokens. Then you go to another country, to a restaurant or a beauty parlor or a hotel, and they are part of our platform and they accept those bonus tokens and can accrue bonus tokens as well. And you can use those tokens to pay for the bill that you get for staying in that hotel. But for the 1 million business owners to download our wallets, they will need UNTBs. And where they can take them from? From the exchange. Those happy, lucky guys who will be able to stake their CAUs and mine UNTBs. So UNTBs are liquid tokens. They're not locked for any period. They get to your wallet and you can immediately sell it off. and keep a small part for the wallet to be accessible for our blockchain. So you see the model? If you don't want to buy CRUs today and you are a business owner, you need UNTBs, then buy UNTBs on the exchange. And I'm sure that a couple of days after the launch of the issue, they won't cost 1 cent, because we are sensible investors, and we know that this token will be emitted. The total number of tokens will be 8 billion over 10 years. We're not going to sell all of our tokens. We're going to sell piece by piece and wait for the price to grow. And then the business owner will either have to buy the UNTBs on the exchange, or they can buy our CRUs and receive dividends and loyalty program bonuses. To stake those CRUs and receive UNTBs, they need to run their business. And this system is profitable for everyone. It's a literally win-win-win situation. And I would like all of you guys who received this new information, this new vision of the value of our technical UNTB token, not to keep that information to yourselves and tell your friends about it. And if you are not able to do it, send them the recording of this webinar. The recording will be uploaded to YouTube, and please share this recording with the friends that you wish all the best to. Of course, if you have enemies, don't tell your enemies about it. Let's move on to the next slide.
So here, actually, everything I said above is described in text format. UNTB is a liquid token in short supply. Access to RAM plus CPU plus net of the blockchain. RAM is the memory. CPU is the computation speed of our blockchain. It's like chip or the processor. In the computer, there are outdated processes and computers are slow, whereas there are new processes, Intel, the 5th, the 7th, some advanced processes, and the computer operates quickly. CPU is the speed of data processing. Net is the width of the internet channel. In case you have the internet at home, the cable goes, the wiring goes to your computer, then your internet is good. Whereas in case you use Wi-Fi, then it's quite bad because there are many people sitting on the same one. And as well, our exchange token, our UNTB token, will be used at the external exchange as the exchange token. Like in case of Binance, when you make trade operations, to say you sell Bitcoin with US dollars, then you will pay 1% commission in Bitcoin. But if you buy Bitcoin in Binance and place it in your deposit and put a tick, I want to withdraw my commission from Bitcoin Binance, then you will have 50% discount. We selected the same model when we trade in external exchange. Traders willing to save on the commission to be charged, they will buy UNTB, deposit it at the exchange and get a discount for trade operations. And the issuance of new coins, like in case of UGA.